It got louder in here. I have a fan now that's drying out the carpet. But, for the sake of, fucking hearing me and whatnot, you know what? I might even crack this open. Shh. Go to sleep. Good for you. Go to sleep. So much more silent in here now. So much, except for, the usual sounds. Here on Friday, July the 4th, 4th of July, Independence Day, immortal words of, to bring the holiday, to full fruition, you have to go back to the immortal words of the Black Eyed Peas. Boom, boom, boom. A boom, boom, pow. Yes. So, I did taste test video earlier of the Baconator, Wendy's Baconator Cheez-Its. I don't know if you saw that video or not. There's a bit of an update in that. Basically, it is the update. Yes. The humidifiers, dehumidifiers, I don't actually know which ones these are. They're supposed to be sucking the water out, and they keep getting water in them, so trying to figure out where the water is coming from, I guess, and why there's so much water, and why there's always water in these things. So that's where the fan came from, to dry out the carpet. And there's still some water in the humidifier when I opened it up. So this fan has been in here for 3 days now, I believe, is the third day. So it's been loud in here since last week. Since I was trying to think if there was something else that happened after I don't know, did my question last week, but I don't know if I'm stuck with these machines now, because I don't know if my maintenance guy is still my maintenance guy. I got an email a couple days ago that said Frontier no longer owns this property. It is now owned by some other management company who owns, I'm sure, owns properties all over the state. So just from one management company to the next. So yeah, I don't know if my maintenance guy still has his job, if he got replaced, if he got let go. I don't really know. I don't know if I have a new maintenance guy coming in here trying to figure out what he was doing or what was going on, or I don't know. But I mean, I kind of figured that today I wouldn't see them because it's the 4th of July. I assume they have today off, and they might be on call for like emergencies or something. But I assumed I wouldn't see them today. But now it's like, of course, I'm 7:30. It's about 7:30 at night now. I've dozed off a few times. Here and there, taking some naps. Because 4th of July, I didn't have to go to, Parks and Rec. It's a holiday, so I did not have Parks and Rec today. I got to just come home and take my pants off and just relax. So that was pretty nice. Make a taste test video. Of course, I fell asleep before I got it edited out. All that chewing, whatever. So I mean, I had the day off, so I assume you know, whoever is my maintenance person probably had a day off as well. Of course, that leads into the weekend. I'm sure they're not going to be here on the weekend either. I don't think they work on the weekend unless it's like a emergency or something. This is not an emergency. They're trying to, dry this out. So, so yeah, I don't really know what's going on with the maintenance at the moment. Maybe I'll find out Monday if they show up. Actually, I worked late at Parks and Rec the other day, and that happened to be the day that they came over, and because I came home, and I was like, did the humidifier get, like, did they turn it up or something? Like, why is it louder? And I looked like, oh, I have a fan now. I have a fan. I have many fans. You're all fans, right? Watching. But no, it's so much louder. It's so much louder. And I was like, why is it so loud in here? And I was like, oh, there's a fan now. Because, yeah. I mean, I knew somebody was here doing something. Of course, that was before I knew about, it says in the email, effective immediately. So I went to the same website I always use. Apparently, I always use my bank. Excuse me. Excuse me. My bank account to pay. Now, if you want to use a debit card, I don't know what it was before, but it's like $10 extra. They were laying out their fees for, they do offer a lot of different options. Of course, they said you can pay by bank account. If you want to pay by debit card, like I said, it's an extra $10. It's like, I already pay you plenty for rent, so I'm not paying you an extra $10 fucking dollars. If you want to use a credit card, which I never do, but it's like 2.99% or some bullshit, and I'm like, I did the math, and that's like an extra, like $23, $24 on top of my fucking rent. Like, I'm not gonna do that. They do, you can't pay by Venmo, so that's new, that's different, that's kind of cool. They said there's no fee for that, at least not fucking yet. And, fees all the time. So, there again, for my bank account, using my bank account, the convenience fee for that is like $3, I think, something like that. $2.50, $3, I think. So, you just get, money sucks. Money fucking sucks. Everybody's stiffing you one way or another. But that's cool. Yes. I think that was the main update. For some reason I was thinking there was something else. Something else to update you on. But I don't know what that could have been now. But yeah, I still have the humidifiers in here. As far as I know, the carpet is dry. I don't know. There was a little bit of water in the thing when I opened it just a minute ago. But I've been opening it every morning, when I get home from work, and it's like the one in the kitchen is like half full or something, and it's like, I don't know. It's not like the water is like, running. It was apparently running out from underneath my carpet. That's how all the mold got there. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna remember what it was after I end the video. But anyway, yeah. I don't know. So I guess we can move on to this week's question. Since it still isn't coming to me. It might have been the fact that Mom's not going to be here this weekend, but she bought a new computer. We were discussing it the other day, because her computer is so old it's still running Windows 7. I wouldn't really know. That wouldn't really mean anything to me other than I know I have Windows 10, and it's wanting me to upgrade to Windows 11. Because she was talking about what her options were with her computer, like should she could just buy Windows 10 and update, because right now obviously she's not getting any support, she's not getting any updates because her Windows is so old. But then it's like I think because she looked it up, because that's one of the things I thought about. I was like, oh well, I mean, if you buy Windows 10 you might need to update again, like right away, because. And I mean, her computer's so old, I mean, would it run Windows 11? Or at least run it very well? I don't really know how that works exactly, but, because that's what I told her. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I have 10, and it's wanting me to update to 11. I think it's a free update, though. I think. I don't really know. But, so I was like, well, I mean, if you just buy Windows 10... you might be right back in the same boat where you don't have any updates available to you. Your computer's still going to run like crap. So she just bought a new one. It did come in this week. Marilee invited me to go to her mom's house tonight because they're going to watch there's a fireworks show somewhere up there. But they don't actually have to go. They can just watch them from her back porch, her mom's back porch. So that's, she was like, oh, so you don't have to be alone. And I'm like, it's fine. It's silence. Once I turn off the fan and the humidifiers, silence. I enjoy it. But Mom's going to be bringing me her computer so that I can get it all set up for her, even though, I mean, basically, it'll come with instructions. It'll come with, I don't even know if it'll have, I know a lot of computers now don't come with CD drives, but it'll come with like a little flash drive or something to like install whatever you need to install, so I think she's fully capable of doing it herself, but she doesn't really know what she's doing with them, so she's going to bring me her computer, and her old computer, I think, because she wants to get the I don't know, like documents and different things out of them, whatever. But she's actually headed to, I think her and Carol, I don't know if they're going to Boonville. I think so. I think they're going to Boonville. I don't know. Her friend Carol, it's her birthday, so they're, she's taking Carol to eat at Lemaire's in Sedalia. It's like this, southern seafood kind of restaurant. That's Carol's favorite, and then they usually go on some kind of casino adventure weekend. Sometimes they go to like Miami, Oklahoma, because it's not Miami. As far as I know, it's Miami, Oklahoma. But I think they're just going to Boonville this time. So as they pass through, Mom's going to be bringing me her computers. So I'm going to have that to do tomorrow. So that's exciting. Why do I only have 5 minutes of taping time left? Well, I guess it's time to answer a question. Hopefully, before the camera completely dies. If you could be famous for anything, what would it be? Sports, art, music, a scientific discovery? If I could be famous for anything. I've always said YouTube fame would be about the level of fame that I would want to attain. Because, you'd still have your fans, you'd still have, people who knew who you were, whatever, but, and whatever. But you could still, like, go to the store and not be bothered. You know what I mean? Like, because unless people know who the fuck you are, they don't know who the fuck you are. They don't care. You're just another face in a crowd to them. They're not going to pay any attention, whatever. So YouTube fame would be about the level of fame that I would want to attain. I guess for doing YouTube videos sounds... So that would be arts kind of thing, I guess. Doing vlogs, doing videos, or your taste test videos. question of the week videos, question of the day videos. That was last year. But, you know, Advent event, vacay days, that sort of thing. Having fun, having a good time. I watched the Cruikshank brothers again. You know, if you told me years ago that I'd be watching, you know, videos from the guy that played Fred. Actually, I watch more of his brother's videos because his brother makes more videos. But they went to. I watched a video today about them going to Casa Bonita, you know. So Casa Bonita, whatever, Casa Bonita. So that sounds, you know, fun. Just travel around, go to different places, make videos about it. Make content creator, I guess, or not necessarily influencer, but content creator. Sounds okay, you know. I don't want to influence you, but drugs are great, man. Any hole you can get them in, drugs. You know, not that I would ever influence anyone for anything, but drugs. I'm just saying. Drugs. Way to get age restricted, asshole. No, it's fine. As long as they don't take my video down, I don't care. It's there. Yeah. So yeah, I guess kind of artistic, you know, ness with the YouTube videos, I guess, depending. Content creating, media, sort of thing. But yeah, YouTube is about the level of fame that I would ever want to attain. Because like I said, you know, like you could still have some semblance of a normal life. You know, it would be so weird to be like, you know, like that one time I met Steven here in town, and he was like, "Oh, you're a local celebrity," and I'm like, "Am I? I guess. I don't know if you say I am." Like, I mean, people aren't looking me up all the time or anything, you know. It's kind of like, I mean, that was cool. Thank you. Nice to meet you. You know. You know, I got contacted that one time about giving somebody's mother a, you know, a card once. You know. So it's, I mean, I'm sure that those Halloween decorations and all that stuff, somebody like sent that to my house, you know, when I had the house anyway. I still don't know who did that, but it had to be somebody like a YouTube person who seen my YouTube videos, because, you know, it was Halloween decorations, it was cat treats, they knew I had cats. It was it was a Halloween advent calendar, like they knew I did Halloween videos. They knew I did advent calendar videos. You know, so they didn't send me like their finger or anything like that. So, you know, appreciate it. Nothing weird, nothing creepy. Not so like some dirty panties or something. I don't know, but yeah. So it's like you know, you could have your fan base and, you know, people to interact and love you or whatever, interact with and love you. But you could, you know, like go to the store, you know, like that sounds like a happy medium right there in the middle. But anyway, this thing is flashing at me, so I guess I better go before it shuts me up for me. And yes, I don't know for sure when I'm going to do the question of the week next week, because it's Sean and I, our little adventure to St. Louis, and we're leaving on Thursday. So I don't really want to take the book with me, but I might. I don't know, and just do it in St. Louis. I don't know. Otherwise, I might be doing it on Wednesday. It might be like super early next week, but we'll see. But that's this week's video. Once again, have a happy, safe 4th of July, and yeah. I'll see you next week for a couple different things. Maybe. But as always, I shall see you for what I see you.